man, today was just one of those days where there was nothing overtly wrong with my day. Overall, like, to be honest, things are great. But it's just it's always like, a bunch of like little things that just get on your nerves. You just wake up on the wrong side of the bed. And today was just one of those days where no one did anything wrong to me, but there was just certain things where I'm like, I just, those little things just keep piling up. Towards the end of the day, I was like, I cannot wait to get the fuck out of here. I was just really frustrated with.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way because here I am just trying to troubleshoot some stuff with the video, or editing, or like kind of working on a photograph or something, and I'm on like a bit of a roll, and then all of a sudden like my dad calls me, or my mom calls me, or my sister calls me, or someone calls me and like breaks the flow and like pulls me out of what I'm doing, and it's just like it's all those, it's like it's like all those like start and stops.
Yeah.
That really kind of wear on you.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not necessarily complaining about my family. I love them, and whenever I can, whenever they need my help, I'm definitely willing to lend a helping hand. But it's just like some things are just like you could have figured it out on your own, or you didn't necessarily have to call me. And but I mean, like, a part of me thinks like it also like kind of stems from like them not taking seriously like what I do, like photography, or like doing podcasts and stuff, and they just think I sit in my room all the whole day, just on the computer, but I'm actually doing work.
You're just wanking it all day to some pornography or something.
Tentacle porn, all right. You know what I like.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But I mean, yeah, it's just like kind of like that. It's like it's a perception problem more than anything.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't live at home. I haven't lived at home for quite some time. But pretty much that's all my family thinks I do. I think they think I fuck off all the time and just.
Yeah. I mean, granted, doing like the show. Doing this show, weekly, I kind of have to consume a lot of content, just so I could, just so I can like be on top of like certain, certain stories or whatever. And so it looks like I'm just sitting. It looks like I'm just watching, YouTube all day, or I'm just on like news sites or whatever. But I'm actually doing something. It's not just me. It's not just It's not just like when I was a little kid and I would just sit in the front of the TV for 8 hours. There's actually a purpose for me. There's actually now a purpose for me to like be sitting in front of a screen most of the day.
Hell, even me gaming now is like become like I'm not just gaming to game much anymore. I'm actually doing stuff more with like writing and stuff. Because I'm working on some stuff for some blog articles that I'm going to be putting up pretty soon on some games. But yeah, it's gotten to that point. Well, thankfully, like I'm now able to get back up on the news. I am now able to listen to my podcast again while I'm working. So thank God for that.
Oh, because you've been working in the back more recently?
Yeah. And so that I've been able to get caught back up on the news because I've been kind of away for a little bit over a month concerning that. So I got my I've been getting kind of refreshing myself on content and keeping up to date, so I'm ready for our live stream or stuff that we're going to talk about on like the main show or whatever. So I'm keeping up to date on that, and which is good because when I get home, that's when I'm kind of either I'm too exhausted to do anything, or B, I'm working on writing stuff for just notes, or working on stuff for church, or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, because I'm working on where I'm getting ready to do another theology seminar at church. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of going back over all my notes, updating some things, based off of like what we did last time, seeing where I can improve, or I didn't, during the discussion that we were working on, it's like, I didn't think of that, and now I've gone back, done the research, and it's like, I have more stuff that I need to add, that either some stuff that either A, changed my mind, or B, I was like, no, or I didn't quite have the super solid arguments. Now, like, I have more information that I can work with.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Well,
and so all of it looks like I'm like messing about, but it's actually we're doing work. It just doesn't look like it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess the long and short of it is we're we look like we're slacking, but we're really not.
I was listening to the one of the Sunday Ben Shapiro specials, the one with Mike Rowe, a little bit earlier this week.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, I really like that. I really like Mike Rowe.
I'm a huge fan of his as well, and it was funny. One of his he was talking about how he kind of got started with dirty jobs and all that, and he'd been working in the television industry, and it was right around the time, I guess, his grandfather was close to the end, and his mom called him and was like, hey, I think your grandfather would love it if, like, when he turns on the TV, if it looks like you're actually doing work instead of just
All right, yeah, that was the impetus. That was the impetus for Dirty Jobs.
Yeah, and so a lot of what we're probably doing, or it looks like what we're doing, isn't actually work, but it kind of is. You're putting in a crap ton of work with all the editing and stuff, but
I mean, with the graphic design and video editing and design, and basically I design it. I'm the Tony Stark. I pay. Well, I mean, I don't pay for everything, but I make everyone look cool.